King Solomon, a figure of legendary wisdom and opulence, remains one of the most fascinating characters in biblical history. Renowned for his unparalleled intellect, wealth, and grandeur, Solomon's reign symbolized the pinnacle of Israel's power and influence. Yet, his story is not without its complexities and moral lessons. Born to King David and Bathsheba, Solomon ascended to the throne of Israel after his father's death. He inherited a kingdom of unprecedented prosperity and stability, blessed by divine favor and guided by the wisdom of his predecessors. Under Solomon's rule, Israel flourished, its borders expanded, and its wealth multiplied beyond measure. However, Solomon's downfall lay not in his political prowess or material wealth, but in his pursuit of worldly pleasures and desires. Despite his renowned wisdom, Solomon succumbed to the allure of luxury and indulgence, particularly in matters of the heart. Solomon's infamous collection of wives and concubines, numbering in the thousands, reflects his insatiable appetite for romantic conquests and alliances. In his quest for political alliances and diplomatic alliances, Solomon married foreign princesses, disregarding the admonitions of Mosaic law that prohibited such unions. The consequences of Solomon's indulgence were profound and far-reaching. His marriages to foreign women introduced idolatry and pagan practices into Israelite society, undermining the nation's spiritual integrity and moral foundation. The idolatrous inclinations of Solomon's wives led him to build temples and altars to foreign gods, betraying the covenant between Israel and Yahweh. Despite Solomon's initial devotion to Yahweh and his construction of the magnificent temple in Jerusalem, his later years were marked by spiritual compromise and moral decay. His heart, once pure and devoted to God, became divided and distracted by the temptations of the world. Ultimately, Solomon's downfall serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the perils of unchecked ambition, pride, and hedonism. His story teaches us that wisdom without humility, and wealth without stewardship, are but fleeting illusions that lead to spiritual bankruptcy. Solomon's reign represents a pivotal era in Israelite history, characterized by unprecedented prosperity, cultural advancement, and international recognition. He was not only a monarch but also a philosopher, poet, and visionary leader whose wisdom attracted scholars and dignitaries from far and wide. One of the most enduring aspects of Solomon's legacy is his renowned wisdom, famously demonstrated in the story of the two women claiming to be the mother of the same child. His ability to discern truth from deceit became emblematic of his reign and solidified his reputation as the wisest of rulers. However, Solomon's wisdom did not shield him from the pitfalls of human weakness. Despite his initial devotion to Yahweh and the guidance of his father, King David, Solomon gradually drifted away from the path of righteousness. His penchant for excess and indulgence, particularly in matters of romance and wealth, ultimately led to his downfall. The accumulation of wives and concubines was not merely a display of opulence but also a strategic maneuver aimed at forging political alliances and securing his kingdom's stability. However, Solomon's romantic entanglements extended beyond political necessity, evolving into a pattern of unchecked desire and indulgence. As Solomon's harem expanded, so too did the influence of foreign gods and customs within Israel. The tolerance of idolatry and the construction of pagan shrines reflected Solomon's willingness to compromise his faith and betray the covenant with Yahweh. Despite his initial dedication to the construction of the temple in Jerusalem, Solomon's later years were marred by spiritual apostasy and moral decline. The consequences of Solomon's actions reverberated throughout Israelite society long after his reign ended. His successors struggled to maintain unity and uphold the nation's spiritual heritage in the face of internal strife and external threats. The division of the kingdom following Solomon's death foreshadowed the turbulent times that lay ahead for Israel. In many ways, Solomon's story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of succumbing to worldly temptations and compromising one's principles for fleeting pleasures. His legacy challenges us to confront our own vulnerabilities and strive for moral integrity in the face of adversity. Despite his flaws and failings, Solomon's wisdom endures as a beacon of enlightenment, guiding generations to seek truth, pursue virtue, and embrace the path of righteousness. His story reminds us that true greatness is not measured by wealth or power but by the steadfastness of character and the pursuit of divine wisdom. In the end, Solomon's legacy is one of paradox, a testament to the heights of human achievement and the depths of human frailty. Though he walked among giants, his fall from grace serves as a sobering reminder that true greatness lies not in the accumulation of wealth or power, but in the pursuit of righteousness and the fear of the Lord.